What's up, Aquarius? This is Jesse with 44 Astro with a bonus reading for Halloween, All Hallows Eve. Samhain, the mysterious time of year where the spirits walk the earth, the veil is thin, right? I mean, this time of year is all about the harvest, right? That's what Samhain's all about. That's the ancient Celtic origins of Halloween. But it evolved into just kind of an honoring of the dead and the spirits and the fallen, because this time of year is when everything dies, like the trees and the that's where it wanted to be, all the trees and the plants, and even some of the animals might, just because it's very cold and hard to grow anything. And then spring, of course, will represent the rebirth or the renewal, the Christ energy, right? The resurrection. So for Aquarius ascendant, this moon will be in Gemini at 11 degrees Gemini. It's only going to be a waning gibbous. It's not like a new moon or a full moon, but it's still going to be pretty full. It's going to be still like 90% illumination. But it's still just going to be a waning gibbous. It just means it's getting less illumined. Calm down, cats. It'd be in the sixth mansion of the moon. And I'll put a picture of that up there so you can read about that. It's about friendships. For Aquarius ascendant, it's going to be in like your 5th or 4th house. And 5th house, it would make sense, right? Because if you decide to dress up and express yourself, because that's what the 5th house is all about, is like self-expression. And it may be something about that. So it could be Halloween. Maybe you decide to go dress up, go to a dress-up party, go to like a costume contest, that type of thing. That's awesome. I say do that. It's a good time for that type of thing. It's also a good time for like meditation and ritual and stuff like that. But for your 4th house, that's the house of your home. Maybe you decide you want to decorate for the holiday. You want to make it real spooky. You have a lot of Halloween decorations and things like that up. It could definitely be the case. There's nothing wrong with that. That's awesome. Celebrate this time of year. I mean, the harvest is important too. I mean, that's when we get our food to prepare for winter, right? It's been very important throughout the history of humanity. And when harvest went bad, that's why there's a celebration on it. Because when a harvest went bad, you went into the winter with hardly any food for your people. It's a very bad thing. And there was all kinds of ways for crops to die in those days, or for your livestock to not be able to be fed, because locusts or whatever, something in the soil, right? They didn't have the science and know-how we had then. So it was always important to have a ritual or celebration during this time of year and harvest, so that they would have a good harvest and be ready for the next year. The death and the rebirth aspect of it, because I mean the dark and the light are inseparable. So you honor one, you must honor the other, right? They define each other, the yin and the yang. And you have a justice card that has the yin and the yang on it. Looks like your cup overfloweth here. You do have for you, it looks like it may be important to be meditating around this time. Ooh, right there. Ooh, work through your fears. Well, I don't know what that means necessarily for you, Aquarius, but it's saying work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And of course, we're in Scorpio time of year, and if there's anything negative, it's going to involve Scorpio. It just does. I'm a Scorpio sun, so I have to deal with that stigma, but it's okay. I think Scorpios are mislabeled a lot of times. So this is the main cards that you got. You got Justice, the Hermit, and the Ace of Cups. So this is all about, looks like balance and like going within, and like for emotional like stability or a new emotional outlook on life. Now, saying it's a good time for, and it is. The veil is thin now, right? Now, that's what the Hermit is all about. That's wisdom. That's the magus of the voice of light. Right? And maybe in this dark time of year, maybe you find your light, right? When everything seems dark, sometimes maybe, what's the saying go? When everything seems dark, consider that maybe you're the light. Maybe there's something like that for you, Aquarius. Justice seems to be involved here. When we're going to get 3 clarifiers to kind of see. With Ace of Cups, you could say, well, new emotional beginnings or something like that. And it could be that you're having to have some kind of new emotional beginning. But it's saying that it could be that you're like transforming yourself, work through your fears. The cup overfloweth, saying going with inside, work on yourself. And that's what this could be saying, right? It could be shadow work. It could be you've been depressed lately or been down for whatever reason, and you're trying to work through it. But it looks like you're going to work through it, because you got Justice here, right? And you got the Ace of Cups. It could have been you were dealing with a specific individual, right? Because this was on the Justice card, this fella here. Could be you. Could be that you get your justice and this makes you feel far more confident, and this could be what you're after, to feel more confident. But it also could be that there's someone in your life that was like this, that was making you feel upset, like a very domineering individual. You got the 7 of Swords here, which is futility, and that's on the Hermit. And maybe you feel like you felt stuck, and the Hermit is kind of alone, right? So, and it could be that maybe you feel alone, or that you felt stuck in some way. But that's coming to an end, right? It's just saying work through your fears. If you work through those fears and focus kind of what's working in your life, not what you don't have, it's funny how things just kind of start to evolve, and you get more of what you need, and maybe even more of what you want, right? So don't focus on what you lack, right? Just look at what you do have and what does support you, and be grateful for it. Like, just feeling grateful breeds more gratefulness. You'll see how other things around you just become, you'll see other people being more grateful. Like when you walk into a room and you're smiling and laughing, other people are going to do it too, right? It's contagious. The way we project our energy is important, and the way we hold ourselves, right? And this could be a healing card too, because you got the Ace of Cups there with the star on it, right? It could be some kind of great healing. You may be going through some kind of healing. You may have felt like stuck and alone or depressed in some way, but like justice is going to be served. Your whole inner world's about to burst, you're about to be happy in some way, or about to be healed in some way if you needed healing. Like some kind of fears are about to just disappear. Like it's about to be burned away. No more fear. You don't need any more fear. Like I think it's done. Whatever this is, it's done. Which is awesome. It's good to see, right? And this energy will be different for every single Aquarius. You're all born at different times. You all could have it as a sun or a moon or an ascendant or whatever. Stellium, you could have Uranus in Aquarius with a bunch of aspects on it. There's all kinds of different ways it's going to fall for you. So the timing will probably be different for everyone. It may have already happened for some of you. It may be happening now, and for some it might be a few months down the road. It's hard to say. But either way, whatever these fears are, or whatever this you feel like it's been holding you back, it's about to dissolve, where there's about to be a great healing. So I'm glad to say that, Aquarius. So please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting. Hopefully this resonated with you in some way, and hopefully the algorithm gets back to where it's actually sharing my videos, because I miss a week or a couple weeks because I got sick with COVID and had to go to Seattle and teach a class, and then the algorithm just like done with me. But either way, hopefully we can get it back rolling again, and I'm feeling better now, so I'll try to make more videos. Anyway, Aquarius, thanks for being here. Happy Halloween.